Yo, what up, MySpace world, YouTube world? It's ATM. This is my first official video blog on YouTube, and I uploaded on MySpace too. The videos on MySpace too. On YouTube, my account, the official account is ATM Blogs. You know what I mean? And I also have my other YouTube accounts that I used in the past, Young ATM 1 and Young ATM 2. You know what I mean? So, and I'm here to just talk to y'all about some things that have been on my mind. I've been promising myself I'm gonna start video blogging. You know what I mean? Talking to the people. You know, so y'all can get to know who I really am, aside from the music. You know what I mean? Because I know y'all know the music. Y'all go to my page. For those of y'all who don't know my music, check it out. MySpace.com/AfterTheMoney. I'll post a link at the side, like, so you'll see it right here somewhere. Yeah, it's putting on my do-rag. Yeah. So anyway, like I wanted to talk to y'all about a blog I had posted on my page. I posted like this bulletin, and it was about what would you rather be, rich or famous? That's what I'm doing now. Like every day I'm gonna post like a new question on my MySpace page, and you know what I'm saying, it'd be cool if you guys could answer it and tell me what you think about, you know, your answer to the question. And so I posted, so I posted this. I'm on my page now, looking at the comments. And this girl, she had inspired me, you know what I'm saying? There's actually 2 comments that inspired me out of all the comments that I got. Here, I'll read one of them. You know, she said, hey, I'm going to it right now. Here it goes. She said, hey, ATM, well, I'm not rich or famous. I'm just the average person. Honestly, I like my simple life, except for when people try to get me in the middle of all their drama. Ha ha ha. She's like, I like to take trips to the woods where I could be alone. Basically, nature is free, so I don't need money for either. Basically, I'm saying I would rather be neither of them, you know. And that inspired me, you know what I'm saying, because you would think that, you know, the average person, if you ask them, what would you rather be, rich or famous, they'll say, oh, I like to be rich, have all the money in the world, you know what I'm saying. And some people would be like, yeah, I want to be famous, da-da-da. They want to know them, they want to be popular. And she said she would rather be neither of them, you know what I'm saying, you know. And that made me think, you know what I'm saying, her peace and tranquility is worth more than the fame and the money. You know, and that inspired me. You know what I mean? That kind of touched me, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was kind of cool, you know what I'm saying, that somebody would say that. And I got another comment from this girl. Her name is Shannon. And she's from, let me see where she's from. She's from, it doesn't say. Oh, she's from New York. At least that's what it says on her MySpace page. She's from New York. And she's like, hey, my name is Shannon, and personally I think it'll be better to be famous opposed to being rich. When you're rich, you have a lot of security financial wise. To me, being famous is a way to me, being famous is a way to move people. People look up to famous people, so you become a role model. In many situations, celebrities inspire people to do something that they never dreamed to do, and something they never thought they could. You know what I mean? That's another comment that inspired me as well. Like, you know, she would, if she had the choice to be famous, she'd take that and inspire people to do positive things. You know what I mean? You know. So I just thought that was cool, you know what I'm saying? And people ask me, like, yo, what would you choose? You know what I'm saying? Well, being that I'm an artist, you know what I mean, I'm kind of am famous a little bit, but, you know, and have, you know, money and whatever. But, you know, I think either one is cool, you know what I'm saying? Being famous has its advantages and disadvantages, and being rich has its advantages and disadvantages. You know what I'm saying? Being famous, let me think. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows you, so that's kind of cool as far as popularity wise. Like if you're to be famous like worldwide, like a famous rapper or a famous singer, something like that, is kind of get annoying because the paparazzi is all over you, and you don't really have a personal life, you know. But it depends on what level you're at. Like, if you're famous in school and you're popular in school and everybody in school knows you, that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? You're popular. Wherever you sit in the lunchroom, everybody wants to sit next to you and you can socialize and da da da. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And being rich, you know what I mean? And you get like every single member of your family tree knocking on your door begging for money. You know, people who never called you, who never spoke to you, who never cared to see how you doing or anything like that. They'll be calling you, you know, for money, which is kind of annoying. You know what I mean? When you have money, you know, you notice that there's a lot of fake people around you. You know what I'm saying? And people coming around you, hackling you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you have money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the advantages is like you can buy things you like. You can buy anything you like. Whether it's a certain car or it's a certain shoe or clothes or, you know, things like that you could purchase. You don't have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? You know, when you have money, you're financially independent. Like, you don't have to listen to your parents. Your parents say take out the trash, do this, do that. You don't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying when you get the money not to have respect for your parents, but it just gives you that freedom. You know what I mean? To do whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? You could be able to say, yo, you know what? I feel like taking a trip to Hawaii right now. Or taking a trip to Miami. Or flying out to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Without money, you can't, you know. So, you know, but having, you know, so that's some of the advantages and disadvantages as to being famous and being rich, you know. I mean, it's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? For me personally, being famous is cool because I get to share my music with people all over the world. Like, people have an interest in things that I have to say. You know what I mean? Versus, you know, maybe your average Joe, you know what I'm saying, won't get that amount of attention because, you know, people always like to associate themselves with people who's doing well. You know, it's just like as an artist, you know what I mean, you would go and buy a famous artist CD for like $15-$20, you know what I'm saying, from the store, versus, you know what I'm saying, you know, your average artist on the come up that's not known selling his CD for half the price, like $10, $7, $5, and you would be kind of skeptical to buy it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of the advantages of being rich. I mean, being famous as a musician. You know, you can share your music with people all over the world. People have an interest in things that you have to say. So, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Another point I want to make is, I know, like, back to what I was saying about celebrities, like, I know a lot of these celebrities that's out there, like, you know, your real big celebrities are like, I know they would love to, if they can, you know, some way magically, like, make everything go away, the fame and the money, so they could just be by themselves and they could walk the street again and all that. I bet they'll want to reverse all that, you know, because, you know, being famous is a lot of hard work. You know what I'm saying? When everyone knows you, there's no peace of mind. You know, that's why I kind of respect the girl that, the lady that sent me the comment saying that she wouldn't rather be any of them. She said she'd take trips to the woods, and that's what she likes to do. That's what she gets her peace. She goes to the woods and she just chills, you know what I'm saying, and be around nature. Nature is beautiful, you know what I mean? But a lot of celebrities can't do that. They can't go to the movies. They can't go to the mall. You know, they can't do the things that the average person can do and have fun. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? You know, to be famous or to be rich, it's like a gift and a curse. So it's all about depending on what you like. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. You know, hope I inspired you, or hope, you know, you got something out of this little blog or whatever. I'm going to be doing these things probably every day, probably every other day, or whenever I feel enlightened, wherever I feel like there's something I need to share with the people, there's something I like to talk about. I'm definitely going to post a blog.